Let's try to answer opposite words. Quiz 1. 2 kinds of fish. This fish is big. What's the opposite word of big? Clue. It's a 5-letter word. Okay so far? The answer is small. The opposite of big is small. Quiz 2. 2 kinds of mountains. This mountain is high. What's the opposite of high? Clue. It's a 3-letter word. Got it? The correct answer is low. The opposite of high is low. Quiz 3. The pencil and the crayon. The pencil is longer than the crayon. What's the opposite word of long? Clue. It's a 5-letter word. Understand? The answer is short. The opposite of long is short. Quiz 4. Elephant and rat. Elephant is heavier than rat. What's the opposite word of heavy? Clue. It's a 5-letter word. The answer is light. The opposite of heavy is light. Quiz 5. Kid and adult. This illustration is push. What's the opposite word of push? Clue. It's a 4-letter word. The answer is pull. The opposite of push is pull. Quiz 6. 2 kinds of hands. This hand is left. What's the opposite word of left? Clue. It's a 5-letter word. The answer is right. The opposite word of left is right. Quiz 7. This illustration shows sleeping. What's the opposite word of sleeping? Clue. It's a 6-letter word. The answer is wake up. The opposite of sleeping is wake up. Quiz 8. 2 kinds of illustrations. This illustration shows near. What's the opposite word of near? Clue. It's a 3-letter word. The answer is far. The opposite of near is far. Quiz 9. Orange and blue flowers. There are more orange flowers than blue flowers. What's the opposite word of many? Clue. It's a 3-letter word. The answer is few. The opposite of many is few. Quiz 10. Coffee and juice. This drink is hot. What's the opposite word of hot? Clue. It's a 4-letter word. The answer is cold. The opposite of hot is cold. Quiz 11. A bird and a mole. The direction the bird is flying is up. What's the opposite word of up? Clue. It's a 4-letter word. The answer is down. The opposite of up is down. Quiz 12. 2 kinds of buildings. This building is old. What's the opposite word of old? Clue. It's a 3-letter word. The answer is new. The opposite of old is new. Quiz 13. The ocean and the puddle. The ocean is deeper than a puddle. What's the opposite word of deep? Clue. It's a 7-letter word. The answer is shallow. The opposite of deep is shallow. Quiz 14. 2 sumo wrestlers. This sumo wrestler is winning. What's the opposite word of win? Clue. It's a 4-letter word. The answer is lose. The opposite of win is lose. Quiz 15. Sun and moon. The sun is out at day. What's the opposite word of day? Clue. It's a 5-letter word. The answer is night. The opposite of day is night. Quiz 16. There are kids standing. This illustration shows front. What's the opposite word of front? Clue. It's a 4-letter word. Okay, so far? The answer is back. The opposite of front is back. Quiz 17. 2 kinds of illustrations. This illustration shows go. What's the opposite word of go? Clue. It's a 4-letter word. The answer is come. The opposite of go is come. Quiz 18. The lion and the mouse. The lion is stronger than the mouse. What's the opposite word of strong? Clue. It's a 4-letter word. The answer is weak. The opposite of strong is weak. Quiz 19. 2 kinds of clothes. Red clothes have thicker lines than blue clothes. What's the opposite word of thick? Clue. It's a 4-letter word. Okay, so far? The answer is thin. The opposite of thick is thin. Quiz 20. Student and teacher. Students learn. What's the opposite word of learn? Clue. It's a 5-letter word. Got it? The answer is teach. The opposite of learn is teach. How many questions did you solve? The end. Check out my other videos.